Hi guys. Gimme. So I finally got an old versus new. Because bills. So we're going to be taking a look at animated Ratchet. As well as the Age of the Primes updated for Ratchet. So we're going to start with the original Ratchet here for animated. I don't have any of his tools. Because this thing's old. So we're going to go down the body. We're going to take a look at the details. Nice Autobot insignia. Yellow for the headlights. Some black right here. Some blue for the face. Red. So you got some light piping. You got his medical symbols right there. And going down the legs. Got the wheel. Got a bit of a backpack, but that's fine. Articulation, his head does not move, I think. Oh no, his head does move. It's just snug. His head can rotate. Shoulders can rotate on a Ratchet. Get it? Ratchet. They can somewhat go in and out. You got forearm rotation. You got opening, closing hands. No waist joint to the way he transforms. Legs. Can move forward that far. Back that far. Ratchet, can you stay together, dude? Outward. That far. You got a thigh rotation. You got under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Feet can move up. They can move down. No tiltage. It just recently dawned on me that my animated Ratchet has a QC issue. So, as you may see, he came with two left hips. So which means that outward's not supposed to be there. Oh, he can do this full splits. Never mind. Yeah, this black line should not be back here. I don't know how I missed it the first time I got this figure all those years ago. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. But, anyways, for some comparisons with this Ratchet, here he is with Soundwall. Here he is with Legacy Cliff. With 86 megs. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. With Prime. Animated wave. Or not animated, this is 86 wave. 88 megs. Here he is with Power Glide. Here he is, because I still got him over here. Omega Prime, he is huge. And last but not least, from what I can see, yes, here he is with Leo Kaiser, HasLab 1. So, before we get into transforming this Ratchet, we are going to set free this one. So, come here, my trusty scissors. Cut the tape. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Jeez Louise, dude. Can my phone not do that? Sorry about that. And unfortunately, I can't cut that out. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, guys. My tripod just loves to collapse. And then, where did my nippers go? Nip, 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 nip. Nippers! Nippers! And this Ratchet is based off the Trailbreaker and Voice mode. I'm going to have the instructions just for the weapon storage for vehicle mode. And here we got Ratchet. Let us free Ratchet. So nip, nip, nip. Just nip here. I said nip, nip, nip. Nip. That's him out. This is awkward. Nip. Nip. Here's his backpack. Ow, hair in my eye. Come on, Evans. So here we have Ratchet's backpack. So I'm going to just put this on him now. Just a couple posts and ports. So how you guys doing while I get Ratchet's backpack on? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are gonna have a fantastic summer. Happy summer to you guys. At least for you. Me, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. It is rumored that my work is going to be busy as if it was pre-COVID again. Okay, and then so there might be some videos where I'm just not very energetic as I usually am sometimes, and I don't know if I'm really that energetic. I don't know. Puppy, get out of here, tape. Off my finger. Gosh. With a bunch of stuff. Actually, I could put this in here while I do all this. Find any zip ties and toss them to the garbage. Put that in there. Throw this in here. Nippers and scissors, you have done well. You have served your purpose. For now, because I got one more video to make after this. After I make some dinner. I'm hungry. And that's basically it for the packaging. So, included for Ratchet all these and himself. So here we have Ratchet, but before that, I've this comparison. Here is the original anime Ratchet with Ron. Okay, now let's take a look at the brand new Agent of Prime's animated Ratchet. So you got a nice head, red, blues, a broken head crest, the light bars, got some red, some whites, Autobot insignia, headlights picked out. Bunch of reds and whites and all that fun stuff. One at the back, they actually have the same backpack, oddly enough. But yeah, articulation wise, his head I think is on a ball joint, but due to the shape of his head, not a lot of wiggle room. Head can do a full 360. can look somewhat up and down. Shoulders can do a full 360 on this rotation. They go in and out right there. You got a bicep rotation. You got over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You got a wrist rotation. It's not on mine. You got a waist joint. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. Outward, he can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation, which is really loose on mine. And then you got a knee joint, but if you use the transformation joint, you get a double jointed knee. And then the feet, they cannot move up, they cannot move down, but you do get some ankle tilts. And yeah, and like I showed, this Ratchet comes with a plethora of stuff. So we just plug his electromagnets into his arm, which is snug apparently. And I can honestly agree with that. It is a bit snug. Ooh, especially this arm. Yeah, I'm not going to force that in there anymore. I might just store these. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy, that is way snug. Excuse me. And you can store these. All you gotta do is just open up the backpack. We just have one face this way. Plug it in face this way. And then the second one just goes right above it. And that is your storage for his electromagnets. And then as for these, you just plug them onto his back. He can hold these if he wants to do medical stuff. I said he can ratchet. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you can just store all this on his back. Plug that in. Plug this in. Goodness gracious, dude. Why do you have tolerances? My copy has tolerances. Tolerances, Hasbro. Tolerances. And then just this. And there you have all of his stuff stored. And for comparison, we'll bring in Ron because she was literally just right there. Since I do have him over here, here he is. Whoop! His head was mistransformed. Yeah. So I just recently found this guy, because I thought I lost him. Here he is with the original version of the mold. And as you can see, they did a whole lot of remolding to this. Head is remolded, the shoulders are remolded, these panels are remolded. I think they share arms. Do they? Yes. Forearms and hands they share. The crotch is remolded, the thighs are remolded, or the hips are remolded. The thighs are the same. His kneecaps are the same. Legs are completely remolded. The tires are the same mold. Backpack is remolded. There was a lot of remolding done to this figure. You can barely even tell that came from this mold. This is crazy. Here he is with 86 Wave. Here he is with Prime. Here he is with Megs. Here he is with one of his wave mates, Smokescreen. Here he is. Where'd he go? There he is. Here he is with another one of his wave mates, Power Glide. I know I have him somewhere. There he is. And once again, with another one of his wave mates. Gotta get him straight. with Swerve. And then just the package refresh with Prime Cliff Jumper, because he's in the same wave, so why not? I don't remember if I did this, but here he is with Sound Roll. And then I just have Light Speed and Nose Cone in their combined modes right now. I don't feel like taking them apart right now. So, oh, yep. And then here we have the original with the new one. You see some of the cues are there. But for now, let's get down to transformation, shall we? So I'm going to curl up the hand. I'm going to rotate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these can come out. I'm going to bring his arms around 180. Also bring these out. Going to untab his belly. Going to bring this up. Going to bring his head in. Bring the head in. So it's just a little automorph gimmick. It's just going to cover up his head. Want to bring these panels in. You want to make sure you have the wrists in a, or the hands in a bowl. Just bring this down. Turbulence. Anyways, I'm gonna flip the feet in. Heel splitter and all. We're going to use this joint. We're going to connect the feet together. Just gonna bring this up and then tabs and slots. And then his electromagnetics just go right into his legs. And there we have the original animated Ratchet in his ambulance mode. So we're going to transform the new one here. So we are going to remove all the accessories. The electromagnets can stay there for storage, because I believe that's where that goes. So we just remove all this for now. And let's us get right to it. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring out the backpack. Actually, where did I put his instructions? There it is. Alright, so we're going to bring up his backpack. And then this will store, where is it? This piece is pretty much molded in there. Molded to be fit that shape, right? Yes. So there's that stored. I'm going to bring this back down. I already brought it out. It has been a hot minute since I transformed this mold. So we're going to flip the head in. That's a bit snug. Just like that. Rotate the forearms just 90 degrees. Make them surrender. Bring this down. Bring this down. Bring this all the way up. And then we just grab the wrench. plug it into this one. Just like that. We grab the screwdriver, and then we just plug it under here, and that's your storage for those. We just bring this up. We just then bring this back. We'll just connect right in there. Want to bring his arms in. Then you're going to use this bottom hinge to bring his legs in. Bring it in. Disconnect. Nope, don't use the proper knee. Use the transformation joints. Bring it out like that. And then we store his hammer right in this post. Old flash. Oh well. Okay. So we got just this little tab slot connection. There we go. There we go. That just fine. And then we just bring this down. Just tab into multiple places. Man, I just had that. I just had that. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. He was fighting me. Then we're just going to fold his arms down at the elbow. Bring this all the way down. And then his arms are just going to tab in right here and right here. Yep. And there we have the new one in his vehicle mode. So I'm just going to take a look at side by side. A lot of hues are there. Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the original first. Autobot symbol still there. Yellow headlights, a little bit of black throughout. Trans clear and blue windshield, blue headlights, window painted in. His emergency symbol. Got some paint back here. I feel like his legs are fully tabbed. Yeah, I'm actually gonna bring this back like this. So these electromagnets just go right into the slot in his legs. There is a top, there is a bottom, just visible leg syndrome. And now we'll bring in the new one. We'll do comparisons here later. Autobot symbol, yellow and black. I kind of wish MGO did mention this, but this should have been just a bit lower. Yeah, I honestly agree with that. The hands. So one thing about this mold I'm not a big fan of is the hands just sticking out. Got some nice all-spark blue, red and blue for the head siren lights. Got his medical symbol. I think it's the exact. It's just a tad bit different. There's the top. There is the bottom. He rolls as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And now for comparison. Put that down. Well, since he's basically in vehicle mode, so here he is just with light speed. So again, he's basically in vehicle mode. Just because I just reviewed him, I want him to show up in a few videos. Here he is with nose cone. Here he is with animated sound wave. I mean, this works. Here he is with the 86 Megatron mold, battle damage version. Here he is with Prime Cliff, with Prime Smokescreen, with the Voyager Wavemate Sideways, I do have Nexus, I just don't want to grab them. Anyone else? Oh, yep. Here they are with Death Cobra. I think that's everybody. Yes. So, Age of the Primes and original animated Ratchet. I wish my original animated Ratchet was not misassembled. This is awkward. Why are you misassembled? And yes, I got a boo-boo. I got two boo-boos actually, but the other one you can't even see, so you're good there. You know what? Here's Ron. Yeah, animated Ratchet. I do like these figures. Again, mine just wish it wasn't misassembled. But this is a pretty good update. This mold really fits animated Ratchet really well. Except the visible hands. Because, yeah. But, yeah. And the next time I got one more new figure, and then we'll just probably do some oldie but goodies until I find something new. So I'm still on the hunt for Skywarp for one. I'm still hunting Liege Maximo, because I have had no luck with him. And that's all I am going to say at the moment. Skywarp and Liege Maximo I am still looking for. But until then, guys, bye.